podcast is part of the Podcast Your Scene Network. Visit us at www.podcastyourscene.com.
The local media has an agenda that they're going to serve. I don't know who's in charge of it or what it is, if it's like a headless monster.
Why? This is a question.
Walking backwards. Something sacred.
I don't know the names of the crew songs. Those are
Running in
CDs that
circles.
Just pop in and let play.
Sea of Glass.
The flight and the fall.
I love Ozzy. I think he's the true definition of a rock star.
So turn off by your speakers.
Anybody else have any interesting stories they don't want on the show?
This is Doug from After the Fall.
Hey, this is John Lane from the thriving metropolis of Leechburg, Pennsylvania.
The Pennsylvania Rock Show, featuring the best unsigned rock that Pennsylvania has to offer.
Let's go.
What's up, everyone? It is Bill, and you're tuned into the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 674 on PARockShow.com, MegaRockRadio.net, and 107.1 FM KFGD, St. Louis, Missouri. Roo Radio on the beaches of San Diego, California, XRPRadio.co.uk in the Highlands of Scotland. OdiesXL.com in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. BuildTheScene.com in Leechburg, Pennsylvania. And if you're watching us live on video, you're probably watching on musicfromthe412.com, where this show is both on TV and radio. With me tonight are the Bell Jumpers, who will join me here in just a moment. What's up, gentlemen?
Hello. Hello.
I'm pretty sure I forgot a station. So, I mean, I'm only 674 episodes in. I should. They do change, but so the last time that I spoke with you guys, you were in the process of winning a challenge that got you a ride to Nashville. Why don't we start off there? You guys want to tell the listeners a little bit about it, since I was actually there.
Yeah. Who signed us up? Jeff.
Me.
Jeff. JB. Somebody signed us up.
Yeah.
Not sure who, but
Yeah, Johnny called.
Johnny contacted us, and through social media, and we said, yeah, sure, let's do it. Why not? We love to play, and it was a great opportunity, and it was a fantastic time. I mean, it was great bands, great music.
Yeah, great atmosphere,
Yeah.
great scene. It was awesome.
Good experience. It really was.
I told Rocky multiple times that day that I was glad I wasn't judging. Because
Right. Yeah.
it was
a lot of good bands. Yeah. Yeah, we enjoyed it.
So Jeff and I first met. That would have been Crossbone Cannon, right? Brian?
That was the Travelers, I think.
Wasn't the Travelers after that?
Nah. It was the Travelers.
Crossbone was 2008 for
I
sure.
wasn't in that one now.
Weren't you?
Nah.
Who's that?
I'm not sure who.
Yeah.
Well, it was Brian Schaefer. You know what? Maybe it was. It probably was right before Brian joined the Travelers with you. Maybe that's why I have it connected in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the Travelers.
Okay, so the Travelers. I do this every show. Right before we went live with the interview portion, we started up with the brand new Chip and the Charge Up song, Welcome to the Neighborhood, which is the song I wanted to debut as soon as they sent me the EP, but I wasn't allowed to play it until after they released it. So that release happened on Friday or Saturday. So that's kind of a metal song, and their EP, it's hard to put them in a genre, because like 1 minute they're playing pop punk, the next minute they're playing metal, the next minute they're playing real punk, and then they're playing rock. it's a fun album. So if anyone
Keeps it
hasn't
interesting.
heard that yet,
It's a variety, huh?
and then we follow that up with the Shiners and their new song "Slow with You," another great song. So make sure you guys check out those two bands. And now I'm going to get back into the interview.
I'm good friends with the Shiners. They're a good bunch of guys.
So a couple weeks ago, I had Bay Allen on, who won the solo duo part of the challenge. So we talked a little bit about his background and how he got into the blues, and that's kind of where I want to head with you guys. How did you end up playing the blues, even though it's a more modern version? But how'd you get there?
Well, for me, I actually kind of went backwards. I was enthralled with Led Zeppelin and wanted to know how they got their sound and what their inspiration was. And I kind of got hooked on the old school myself. A lot of Delta stuff, a lot of Chicago.
Yeah. I grew up kind of in the whole hair band era, and it was kind of bluesy. Believe it or not, it was like a blues rock, but Metallica and things like that were popular in the mid to late 80s. But I was always drawn more towards bluesy stuff, like, and back then it was SRV. He just came out and he was, blew me away. In the older stuff, Clapton, Zeppelin, that type of stuff is probably what I started out on and still listen to, to this day because it's great. But then when you start to get into something like that, you dig a little deeper. You find, oh, who's Freddie King? Start listening to that, you fall in love with that, and it's just, it's a process, but you have to get started somewhere.
Yeah, and for myself, just like Joe, I was also in these, big hair bands, and now it's no hair band. So that's how.
You had hair?
It was that weird.
Get pictures of it.
It was.
I got to see some old pictures of that.
Yeah, and then I sort of again, like what Joe said, with listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan, Ken Moore, and those sorts of things, and then just progressed, and I was playing jazz there for a little bit too. And then just came back, always being drawn to the style of blues, especially this modern style. It's pretty funky.
And I understand that we are not like traditional blues, but we're definitely blues based. We have elements of funk, jazz.
We started out traditional.
It just
blues.
happens.
Yeah.
A little more
And
so.
then it wasn't long till we were off the rails doing what we wanted.
Just relaxed a little, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, but, it's definitely blues-based stuff. But a little more to it, I think.
It's a little bit something for everybody kind of thing. Just when people are listening, they have various tastes, even though they might like blues, but there's a certain, it shifts. So we cater to a broad range.
But we're not necessarily trying.
Not trying to, but
Okay,
we really
but,
enjoy.
and if it does, great.
It just worked out that way.
Before I'm going to say this again, before we get too much further in, can you guys real quick introduce yourselves to the listeners and the viewers and let them know what you do in the band?
Sure. You start from there.
Joe Ruskowski, guitars, and little backup vocals.
Yeah, Joe Ben Matos, drums, percussion.
Jeff Claypool, vocals, harps.
Ron Laird, bass, and backing vocals.
See, the real reason for that was to get Ron to say something.
Yeah. He talks.
Ron and the Singers did the talking.
Yeah.
So can you pinpoint the moment when you realized in your life that you wanted to be a musician?
I cannot. It's been a while.
I think I always have.
I always have.
From a pretty young age, maybe 13. I got my first guitar for Christmas. It was a Montgomery Ward's SG copy. I wish I still had it, but piece of junk. But it'd be nice just for nostalgia purposes to still have it. So young teenager, I think so.
Yeah, I was very young. think I was about probably 4 or 5. And my first drum kit was my mom's pots and pans and 2 rulers. And, from there, it just progressed.
Beat up the pots and pans.
I used to get in a lot of trouble.
I think I started my teens also as well. Was always drawn to music my entire life, and started picking up the guitar on my own and never stopped. 45 years later.
Never will, probably.
Nope.
Be an old man. It's what we love to do. We're going to always do it regardless, but.
And one thing I got to say is that as a band, we're pretty close and we practice a lot. And practicing is never a chore. It's an enjoyment, actually. We really love getting together and playing and trying. We'll do a song maybe 100 times, and it's always, exciting and something new coming out of it and things like that. So,
but also sometimes we'll do a song, and mainly I'm talking about a cover song, and it either works or it doesn't. You can't force it. Some sound great. It's a great idea to do this song, but it just doesn't quite come together right away. And rather than force it, we just move on. Let's try another one.
Yes. Which is good. It takes the pressure off whoever doesn't really like it or whatever. If it's not their style.
Yeah, or just for one reason or another.
Yeah,
or
whatever
another, it just
the
doesn't
reason
work.
is.
You just move on. There's plenty of good songs out there.
Yeah.
No shortage.
I like the fact when we do play a cover song, we don't do it exactly like the cover. We add our own flavor to it, and it adds a lot more depth and character. Like it speaks us.
Kind of make it your own.
Yeah,
sort of thing. Yeah, because you enjoy playing it. If you do
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that varies from show to show too. So, improvisation in the show.
Hey guys, what we're gonna do real quick, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna listen to Bay Allen, I Thought I Loved You. And we're also gonna listen to the Bell Jumpers once again, I'm Left Behind. And then I'm gonna ask you about that song when we come back.
Okay, good.
It's almost time for the annual Fostering Music Summer Shindig. Fostering Music is a charitable organization dedicated to enriching the lives of children currently in or adopted out of the foster care system. We proudly partner with local foster care agencies to provide musical instruments and instruction in conjunction with local music stores. This year's Summer Shindig fundraising event features 2 days of local music and outdoor family fun. Come out and make a difference while having a blast.
Hey, this is Billy the Kid from Billy the Kid and the Regulators. Check out music from the 412.
Reignite your curiosity with WQED. Are you enjoying the QED content on Music from the 412? WQED is committed to providing local content for the community, supported by the community. WQED brings you art, education, entertainment, and so much more. And all this great content is only possible because of your support. Not a member of QED? It's easy to join. Just visit WQED.org/donate and become a member today.
Catch the Pennsylvania Rock Show live Mondays on Music from the 412. Join host Bill Damiano for music and exclusive interviews with the best unsigned bands Pennsylvania has to offer. Featuring the best variety of rock and metal with new shows every week. Plus, you can catch replays every Saturday morning and stream us on the radio. Want to get your band featured in an upcoming episode? Visit Build the Scene online for submissions and additional information.
Come on here. We can't hear.
That's because my touchpad refuses to work today.
There we go.
We got you.
So we're back with the Bell Jumpers. I realized while those commercials and music were playing that I forgot to get the ticket giveaway ready. So that's going to happen in the next break. Bear with me. So we just heard your song once again, I'm Left Behind. And you guys remember MTV when it was really music television, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is your storyteller's moment where you can tell us about the song.
That song, I wrote the music and you wrote the lyrics. Right? Yeah.
That's generally how it works.
Yeah, we just wanted a slow blues, like a majory type blues, in the vein of maybe a Clapton, something similar to that. It was pretty basic, really.
Yeah, I come up with these words. They just kind of come out. Usually during the practice, they come right out. And then I go back and listen, and it's usually I was thinking about something. And that was just an old night out on the town. It's some incidents that occurred, and I wrote about them.
I admit I haven't listened to that song in a long time. I'm trying to get it back in my head now. I mean, yeah, I should probably listen to it first. Yeah. Like I said, just a major type blues that it's fun to play. We're gonna have to bring that song back because it kind of got lost.
Yeah,
I think it's worth bringing back.
What happens generally is Joe comes in and kind of starts noodling around with some idea that he has, and then the other guys will start playing it. Then I kind of go off and start thinking about where I want to put the words and stuff in. Generally, that's how it's happened. Although Joe has brought songs completely done. Modern Problems was like, Caught Up in Sunlight. They were done. All I had to do is sing those ones.
But there's a difference between the way I would sing a song or the feel I would have for it. It's the way you would sing it. So it has to be changed slightly.
Yeah.
And I want it to be because he's got to be comfortable with the way he sings the lyrics. So we make it work.
Hey guys, I'm going to have to call an audible here for a second. I'm going to do that ticket giveaway right now because it's slowing my laptop way down and I don't want it to affect the quality of the show.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and bring that screen up real quick. If it'll let me. What's it doing? There we go. So we had 3 people that decided that they were going to take a chance at these tickets. I've been spreading the word a lot. So if you are seeing this for the first time, we have a ton of tickets, shows that we're giving tickets away to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it. It's going to pick a name, and that person is going to win 2 tickets to Pat Travers with the Bill Ali Band. I can't remember who else was on the bill, but there's like 4 bands. Chrome Moses, I think. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and spin that, find out who wins, and again, get it off of my computer so that this interview can proceed without me being choppy. So here we go. So Christina, I'm going to probably butcher this, Pachaco won the tickets. Keep an eye on your email. Those tickets will be coming to you from Drusky Entertainment. And let me get that closed.
Just leave it up there.
I would, but it's slowing everything down. There. Now, yep, I'm back. I was moving, and then it wouldn't move on the screen for like another 20 seconds.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Hey, sorry about that. So if you're interested in trying to win tickets, it's musicfrom412.com/contest. And there's like, I don't know, 12 of them up there right now. And all you have to do is share the page address and tag Drusky Entertainment and Music from the 412. And then I just spin that wheel, and whoever it lands on gets the tickets. Very simple. All right, so back to you guys. If you could sit down and write a song with any songwriter in the history of the world, who would you want to sit down with?
Ron, what do you think? Any ideas?
Boy, I don't know.
JJK or Clapton or something.
I'll have to think about that one.
I'd probably go Bob Dylan. His lyrics are phenomenal.
Very poetic.
Stevie Wonder. I don't know.
Maybe Ray Davies from the Kinks.
Cool. Now we're going to stay back in time. You leave one of your shows and there's a DeLorean sitting there with its door open and a flux capacitor in the back seat. Where are you going in time, and what band are you going to hang out with while you're there?
Oh my God! Yeah, there'd be so many.
Probably the Grateful Dead in 1972.
Yeah, I would say
that's who I would like to hang out with.
Zeppelin. Probably 73.
Early Elvis. I don't know.
Elvis.
56 Elvis, maybe. Just to say I was there. You know, I mean, it'd be a great show. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many, but that one comes to mind, I guess.
Still on kind of that theme. You can sit down to dinner with any 4 people in the history of the world. One of them has to be a musician. The other 3 are completely up to you. Who do you want to sit down and eat dinner with?
Who's buying?
Not me.
How about the Faces?
There you go.
Party with the Faces.
Party with the Faces.
Yeah, like back in maybe 72 or something. It'd probably be more drinking than eating, though.
Just so you know, somewhere near Rocky's house, wherever he is right now, he just put a check mark in the sky for you guys.
Yeah, that's true. Probably, yeah. But
Rock, the Borstal Boys are named after a Faces song.
It's a great song. I've always loved that song. Yeah, anything from the Faces is great. Yeah, I don't know. These are hard questions.
I haven't even asked you one of the hard.
You should have gave these questions beforehand.
Yeah. Well, but then I can't. But then it's not off the cuff.
It isn't off the cuff. When it's off the cuff, I just sit here like this. Yeah.
All right, here I'll give you the blues question. I always ask blues bands. I ask out of a lot of bands, but always the blues bands. So you're standing at the same crossroads that Robert Johnson stood at and sold his soul to the devil to become a phenomenal guitar player. Why are you standing there?
To meet Ralph Macchio.
Funny, we were talking about that just last week.
I'm going to be standing there.
Talking about it.
And I'm standing there just simply to say I was there. When we go to Memphis, I'm going to take some extra time and go to Clarksdale, which is where the crossroads are. It's only about a hour and a half.
I said Nashville earlier. You should have corrected me.
That's okay. It's Memphis. We're going to Nashville first.
Okay.
I don't know.
He's taking the tour.
I'm still working on taking these guys. We may not make it to Memphis. Take some bail money with us.
We'll jump bail.
Yeah, there you go.
Bail jumpers.
All right. This is the official Build the Scene question, and then we're going to take another break. Who is your Dave Grohl? And by that, I mean, who do you want to go up on stage with and perform one of their originals since the Foo Fighters are known to pull people out of the crowd and do that. You can pick anybody. And you still have the DeLorean, so you can go back in time to do it too.
Say this again. What are we going to do?
You're going to go up on stage with a band that's performing and play one of their songs.
Play one of their songs with them.
Correct.
Gotcha.
I think I'd go either Muddy Waters or Howlin' Wolf. Because the Stones look pretty cool doing that.
Yeah, that could be cool.
I think the Doors. I like to play with the Doors. I think it would be cool. Plus, they never had a bass player live, anyways.
I'd like to. I don't know. Lately, I'd kind of like to, take John Mayer and throw him off the stage and get up there and jam with the Dead. I'm not as good as he is, but I might be able to make it work. It'd be fun,
Yeah, you can make it work.
Hey, Dave, did you get one?
I can't think of one, but I think somewhere around the Clapton era with that kind of style, of blues, 60s, 70s kind of things.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. On the video side, it's going to be like 30 seconds, so don't go anywhere, gentlemen. On the radio side, we're going to hear Noble Hops featuring The Mo Show and their song The Mo Spangled Banner. And we're also going to hear from Curtis and the Shakers, What Does It Take to Change Your Mind? And we'll be right back. I don't know. I felt like Moondogs was the right commercial to play tonight.
It certainly is.
All right, so we have a couple more minutes, and then I'll let you guys be on your way. But let's get a little bit into your background, since I threw some odd questions out at you. Where can people find you online?
Well, we're on Facebook. I believe we're going to start a website.
Yeah, no website yet.
But Facebook's probably our main mode of communication.
It is, yeah.
And I believe you guys released Swamp Music. Was that 2020 or 2021?
That one was a little earlier.
Yeah.
That one might have been 18.
Yeah, that's more what my guess would be.
Yeah, the newer one we had was...
Come Together was right after the pandemic or towards the end of the pandemic.
2021 maybe. That would probably been our last time in the studio.
Yeah.
We're getting back in at least to do a song or two in August.
And what studio do you guys use?
In the past, we've used Larry Dunn. Mr. Smalls did it. We actually got a little free studio time for winning the contest, so we're going to take advantage of that. And Bob down in Lower Borough has a studio in his house, so we're going to go down there and check that out.
Cool. What do you have coming up besides heading to Memphis? We need to talk about that too. But what do you have coming up in the near future?
Yeah, Moondog, gave us a shout, and he wants to have a victory party. So we're going to be playing July 21st, Friday.
21st, yeah.
Yeah, Friday the 21st. So we just want everyone to come down. It's going to be fun, I think, So, July 21st. So that's one of the ones we're doing. And then we're doing some local gigs around the Katanning area here.
Also, they can see us at the Pittsburgh Blues Fest, which will be July 22nd and July 23rd. although we're not sure exactly which date and time that is yet. But, I don't think that's been announced, but and local gigs around our area, 28th, the Meredith, which is a nice place in Katanning here. It's a nice outside patio that they recently built. It's a beautiful place.
And in September, we're doing the Hopewell, blues, ribs and blues festival out there.
That's the 9th. That's September 9th.
September 9th.
We're also going to be doing the sessions at Blueberry Hill up in Corn City. It's a cancer fundraiser Steve Angert has. I'm not quite sure when that
August 12th.
August 12th.
I got my phone here, so.
And we haven't, I don't know if we confirmed yet, JB, but out of Cooper's Lake, that Blues and Brews, I believe we're playing out there.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that too
September.
in September as well. We're going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I recently talked to Utah about that, so we're going to definitely confirm that one. And yeah, we got some fun stuff coming up for sure.
Very cool. Before I let you go, is there anything that, other than Memphis, because we're still going to do that, anything else you want to talk about?
No.
So what do you guys, I know you haven't been there yet, but what do you know about what's going to happen at Memphis for the Blues International Blues Challenge?
There's a lot of nice people are giving us plenty of tips and advice. So we're taking heed of all of that, and we're reading up a little bit and just waiting for some more information to come out.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I think what happens is there's about 200 bands, and you get assigned a venue, and you'll play Wednesday and Thursday, I believe, are the qualifiers. Then if you're fortunate enough, Friday is the semifinal, and then Saturday is the final. So we'll find all that out, I believe, when we get there and register, which will probably be Tuesday. We'll all get there. Wednesday, I think, is registration, JP. Yeah. So, but I've been to Memphis, and it's a fun town.
That's the beginning of January, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it starts at around the 21st. Right in there.
Towards the end. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll get you out of the freezing doldrums of the Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania area for a little while.
Yeah.
And if it snows a little bit down there, you guys will be okay, and the roads will be empty because they won't drive.
They can keep clearing them off.
Yeah.
Hey, gentlemen, I want to thank you for hanging out with me tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. And for those of you that are hanging out, up next on the radio, we're going to hear from Dominic Fusca and his song "Get Your Soul Right," and Joe Patrick and Four on the Floor, "Hillbilly at Heart." And those of you sticking around on the TV side live, I'm about to play the concert calendar and a whole bunch of videos that Rocky put together for me today. Usually I do it, Rocky did it, so we'll see what's coming up. Hey everyone, it's Bill from Music from the 412 with your concert calendar for June 5th through June 17th, brought to you by BuildAScene.com and FirstAngelMedia.com. Monday, June 5th at 9 p.m., the Bell Jumpers will be on the Pennsylvania Rock Show being interviewed with me. Wednesday, June 7th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., PA Band Initiative presents David Granati Band at the Butler Flea Market grounds. Thursday, June 8th, 6 p.m., Gate Time, Thunder Thursdays. It's Shot of Soul at the Pittsburgh Shrine Center. Thunder Thursday Summer Music Series. That is a free concert. Friday, June 9th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., Dominic will be live at the North Country Brewing Cannery and Tap Room. 7 p.m. to 9:45, Buck Wild will be at Vinoski Winery. Saturday, June 10th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., the One-Eyed Daddies will be at the Coal Mine in Castle Shannon. 2 p.m., the Twin Lakes Park Concert Series at the Brian T. Rushnock Amphitheater. Joe Poremka Orchestra Tribute Band, and the Mon Valley Push. Sunday, June 11th, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's the PA Band Initiative Jam Sunday at Steamworks Creative with their host, Tony Source. 7 p.m., Pat Travers with the Bill Ali Band featuring Matt Barani, Moses, and the Trash Bandits at Jerkel's Rhythm Grill. We are giving away tickets to that one.